I'll start by asking you to take judicial notice of two things, Your Honor. Number one is Mr. Tarver's present incarceration status. He has a projected release date um, in July of this year, next month, actually, in July of 2025. So that's going to be influencing some of the relief that we are requesting. Number one. Number two, Your Honor, I'm asking this court to take judicial notice of criminal cause F1118696. It was Mr. Tarver was convicted of injury to a child. The victim in that child was his own daughter. He was convicted of the offense on July 27th, 2011, and was sentenced on January 26th, 2012. So I'm asking the court to take judicial notice of that as well.
And by you saying his own daughter, is that the daughter he might have with Miss McGuire? Are we talking about
Not with Miss McGuire. No, this is
another
a daughter
child?
he has with a separate woman, Your Honor.
Okay, so then the event happened, or you said he was charged and then convicted.
He was charged and convicted. He's presently incarcerated for an unrelated charge.
Okay, because did you say his release date on that case was January of 2012? Is that what I heard?
Oh, yeah, his sentence date was January of
sentence.
2012. He's been released. He's since been released on that charge. He's presently incarcerated for an unrelated charge.
Okay, thank you. Then I'll take judicial notice of Mr. Tarver's incarceration.
Okay. So, Your Honor, we're here today to do a couple things. Number one, we're requesting an establishment of paternity. Miss McGuire will testify as to facts to support that finding. Two, Miss McGuire has no position on the child's surname, nor does the state. We don't have any position on that issue. On the issue of conservatorship, Your Honor, Miss McGuire is requesting a sole managing conservatorship with a geographic restriction in the state of Texas. She is requesting a visitation schedule as follows. A two-phase schedule. Phase one will consist of supervised visits on the first, third, and fifth Saturday from noon to 6 p.m. Mr. Tarver will pick up the children from her residence and he will return them to her residence, the residence of Miss McGuire.
Is that supervised or not? Or
This will be supervised by Miss McGuire or a competent adult of her choosing. After 5 visits, visitation will step up to phase 2, unsupervised visits on the first, third, and fifth Saturday of the month from noon to 6 p.m. Mr. Tarver will pick up the children from Miss McGuire's residence. Miss McGuire will return the children, or Mr. Tarver will return the children to Miss McGuire's residence at the end of the visit. So it's functionally identical to phase 1, except that it'll be unsupervised. Miss McGuire is also requesting that Mr. Tarver be restricted from consuming alcohol or any illegal drugs during or up to 24 hours prior to a visit, or else forfeits the visit. She's also requesting that Mr. Tarver be ordered to refrain from bringing any firearms to a visit, or else forfeit the visit. On the issue of
Did you can you tell me real quick how many children, how old are they?
You're asking me, Your Honor?
Yeah, just roughly. So while I'm thinking about all these things, you're telling me ahead of time here.
Of course, there are 2 children, and it's my understanding they're 3 years of age.
Twins, I guess?
Yes, Your Honor.
Or Irish twins, okay. Thank you. Then what else are you in your opening, sir?
On the issue of medical support, Your Honor, we're requesting that Miss McGuire be ordered to place the children on a government medical assistance program, and Mr. Tarver reimburse the state at a rate of $57 a month, with payments to begin on July 1st, 2025. On the issue of child support, Your Honor, given Mr. Tarver's present incarceration
Before anything is decided, the judge must face a history that changes everything.
Status, and that he's soon to be released, we're requesting a support finding based on the minimum wage presumption. Mr. Tarver does have one other child that he has been ordered to pay child support for, and that the guideline support is then suggested at $248.15 a month, We'd like those payments to be in July 1st, 2025. On the issue of retroactive support, Your Honor, we are requesting it from the period of time between November 2021 to June of 2025. We're basing off the minimum wage presumption, which suggests a finding of $11,482.68. Ms. McGuire will testify to direct pay payments she has received from him in the amount of $1,514, which makes the total retroactive finding $9,969. We're requesting this be paid off at a rate of $100 a month beginning July 2025.
Wait, you told me you wanted retro from 21 to 25.
November 2021 to June of 2025. Yes, Your Honor.
Their birthdays were when then? Were they born?
Yeah, starting from the children's birth in November 2021.
Okay, thank you. Except he's been incarcerated for how long?
Oh, yes, I apologize, Your Honor. Yes, that's correct. We wouldn't be requesting relief for the months he was incarcerated. Let me just pull that up real quick.
What was the 1514 credit? $1,514 credit was for what? Or
That's for direct pay, Your Honor.
direct pay. And then you still need to carve out the months where he didn't have income.
Yes, Your Honor, that was something I realized I needed to take a look at. So, was he sentenced? It looks like he was sentenced in, okay, he was sentenced in May of 2024, Your Honor, May 20th, 2024. So we will not be requesting relief from, so we would be requesting relief from November 2021 to May of 2024.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So how many months is that? November and December in 2021?
Yes, Your Honor, November, December, that's 2 months in 2021, plus 12 months in 2022, plus 12 months in 2023. Gives me 26 months, and then plus 5 months in 2024. That gives me 31 months. So just gonna adjust my math real quick.
Okay, so far I'm following you and I agree. Okay.
So based off of the minimum wage presumption at 31 months, that would be a retro amount of $8,090.07. Where if we subtract 1514 in direct pay credits, that gets me a total retro finding of $6,576.07 to be paid off at a rate of $85 per month.
How much again?
$85 per month, Your Honor.
Okay. And then he's still incarcerated. He's not getting out through July 20th, so I might revise your start date of current support to August 1st.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm talking ahead of time. I haven't heard any testimony, but I'm just trying to get on the same page with you. Okay. Anything else that we have happening, Mr. Trustee?
Yes, Your Honor. Nobody is requesting non-disclosure in this case, and I'm requesting court costs be waived against Mr. Tarver due to his present incarceration status.
Okay, and just for my information, the modified possession and access will continue at phase 2. It's not gonna step up after that. Is that what?
That is what Ms. McGuire is requesting, yes.
So until further orders of the court, or by agreement of the parties. Okay, I think I heard your opening, so if you want to call your witness.
Yes, of course. I'll call Miss McGuire. Good
Yes.
morning, ma'am. Could you please state your name?
Alicia Ray McGuire.
Can you please state the name of your children?
Full name? Barrett Kerr McGuire and Bennett William McGuire.
How old are your children?
3.
Who is the father of your children?
Kendrick Tarver?
Is there anyone else who can be the father?
No, sir.
Does he represent himself to others as the father?
Yes, sir.
Who has he told that he's the father of your children?
That I know of, he has told his sister, um, his girlfriend, and then another friend.
Yeah, has he ever disputed paternity?
No, sir.
And what's your relationship like with him?
Um, it's it's okay. We don't have the best communication skills, but
Mhm. What's his relationship like with the children?
um, he doesn't really have one. He's never met them.
When's the last time he's seen them?
On 2024 on a FaceTime call,
How old were the children at the time?
2.
How often does he come see them?
He doesn't.
Okay. Um,
To be fair, he can't right now, right?
Yes,
Just
yes,
for a
ma'am.
little while, okay.
when the visits occur, how do they go?
On the phone,
When he does visit, on the phone or in person, when he does visit, how do they go?
never in person, and on the phone,
Okay.
it went okay. I mean, they were 2, so they were really interested on being on the phone.
Have they has he made any efforts to see the children in person?
No, not really. He'll say he'll come, but then he doesn't.
Okay. What's the last communication you've had with him?
Right before he had to turn himself in.
Okay. What was the nature of that communication?
He sent me money for the twins.
Okay. Um, Did I, in my opening statement, ma'am, did I misrepresent any of your positions?
No, sir.
So you have no position on the child surname?
No, sir.
Okay. You're requesting a sole managing conservatorship, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Geographic restriction in the state of Texas, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have family elsewhere in Texas?
I have family in Corpus Christi, Texas, Orange Grove, Texas, and Flower Bluff, Texas.
Do you anticipate moving at any point?
Not at the moment, no, sir.
Are there any educational or employment opportunities you may seek elsewhere in the state?
Not at the moment, no,
They're being drawn with boundaries of safety and control.
no, sir.
Okay. Can you please explain to the court why you're requesting a geographic restriction to the state of Texas and not the illegal default?
Just in case I do want to move back closer to Longview, Texas, where closer to where he'll be residing when he gets out.
Do you know where Mr. Tarver will be residing when he's released?
No, I don't.
Okay. Now the visitation schedule I've described, is that what you are requesting from this court?
Yes, sir.
So why are you requesting supervised visits initially?
Going as the twins have never met him in person. He has never met them in person. So I don't want to just
Yeah,
for him to take them and they don't know who he is.
Do you believe you've requested 5 supervised visits before stepping up to unsupervised? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that'll be enough time for you for you and the children to become comfortable with unsupervised visits?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, you you're opposed to overnight visits, is that correct?
For right now, yes, sir.
Can you please explain to the court why?
Ever since they were born, they've never spent the night anywhere without me.
you, Ms. McGuire. Now you've also requested that he cannot consume alcohol or illegal drugs during or 24 hours prior to a visit. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Why are you asking for this relief?
I have seen him high on pills before. And then I know he drinks every day. I've seen it.
Has he ever been intoxicated around the children?
No, sir.
What's his behavior like when he is under the influence of alcohol or illegal drugs?
Drowsy, slurring words.
Do you have concerns for his ability to care for the children under that state?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You've also requested he not bring any firearms to a visit. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Can you please explain to the court why?
He told me when I asked him why he had the firearms on him, he told me that he needed them for protection.
Was that all he said? He didn't elaborate further?
No, he didn't.
Okay. All right. Do you know if he's in possession of any firearms at this time?
No, sir.
Do you have any, let's see here. Do you have access to private health insurance?
No, sir.
Okay. When were the children born?
November 8th, 2021.
Were you and Mr. Tarver together at the time?
No, sir.
Were you ever living together at any point between November 2021 to May of 2024?
No, sir.
Has Mr. Tarver sent you any money during that time period?
Yes, he has.
How much money has he sent you?
Oh, I have my phone on me. It was the 1,419 plus the $65 that he sent right before he went in.
Well, if my math is correct, that would be a total of $1,514. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
1419 plus 64. Yeah. I get 9 plus 14. I get 1484. Did I miss something?
Oh,
I would have to I'd have to look at my phone again.
Because Mr. I see if you've been consistent about saying 1,514.
you're correct. No, you're correct, Your Honor. It's 1484.
So you remember those two numbers, 1,419.
Was I off?
It's my mistake, ma'am.
Did you get on like Cash App or something you were able to look up and
Yes, I am. I just have to grab my phone right quick, if that's okay.
do you think it's different than the 1,419 plus the 65? I mean, are you worried that it's a lot more or a lot less?
It just might be off like $20, $30, but I'm not worried about that.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, if it's roughly 1,500, well, 1484, 1514, roughly 1,500, maybe?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Without having to spend the time to go check, okay. Okay,
I'll provide a revised retro
sure,
request in my closing statement.
sure, you can do that then. For any further testimony from Ms. McGuire?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. McGuire, does Mr. Tarver have any other children?
Yes, sir, he does.
Okay. Do any of these children live with him?
No, sir.
Does he have possession of any of these children?
No, sir.
Does he pay child support for any of them?
For one, he does. Yes, sir.
Just the one?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else that you would like this court to know?
No, sir.
Okay. I have no further questions, Your Honor. I'll pass the witness.
You actually know how many other children he has besides the one with child support?
Yes, ma'am. He has 2 other children.
And how old are they?
The oldest one, I don't know.
They're
The one
still-
the one he pays child support for. Ooh. I honestly don't know either. I want to say 9, but I'm not 100%. And then my twins are 3, and then he has a baby. I want to say she's 6 months, 6 months old.
Has he admitted he's a father, or he's on the birth certificate or not? Or do you have any idea?
Of the other ones, no, I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, and how many are you recommending we credit, Mr. Asif? Just the
Uh,
one child?
Just the one, yeah, one, Your Honor.
Y'all weren't able to find any other cases on him that would shed light on this, how old they are, or
No, I can check again, but no,
you already tried?
not, I can't find any record of him having other
Okay.
cases with our office.
Okay, when you say you take no position on the children's surname and they have, I think, I heard right, your last name, do you want them to change them to their dad's name or not?
No, ma'am.
Okay, you said you had other children not with Mr. Tarver?
Yes, ma'am.
What are their last names?
He has my last name also.
Okay, the other child has your last name and so does this child.
Yes,
This
ma'am.
isn't just numbers. It's years of misresponsibility now surfacing in front of a judge.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay,
Okay.
if the kids are 2 and he gets out next month and he wants to start visiting, oh, they're 3. I'm sorry, they're 3 now. Did you told me their birthday, but I forgot what it was. So they just turned 3 when?
November.
So they're about 3.5 roughly. You really think 5 times is enough, or what if I say more because I'm more cautious, and then if you want to do less, you on your own, let him off the hook with the few visits of.
Honestly, I'll leave that up to you because this is my first time going through
Good.
this, so I don't really know.
Well, I don't have a crystal ball either, and I don't know him at all, and I barely know you, but I
Yeah.
know that if 3-year-olds don't know him, I don't know if 5 times, especially if he doesn't exercise the 5 times back to back to back, that they're gonna be in, he's gonna be in their memory that quick, or it's gonna seem like
Yes.
because they don't see him every day, they see him every 2 weeks or something
We
like.
can change that.
Okay, I was
I,
gonna go to at least 6 months would be about 13 visits. Would you be okay with that, or do you want more than that, till maybe
yes, ma'am.
4 to a whole year would be like 26 times? And then and then the next step would be no supervision for daytime visits, but even if I said 13 or 26, the order does say that if you all reach an agreement different to what the order is on visitation, that you can follow that. So if you think when you're in it that they've bonded pretty well and they're happy to go and they come by and come back safe, if you don't want to do a whole year that, you can stop it and say, okay, I'll let you take them now without supervision. You can stop it early. But if I say 5 times and you think you want more, it's too late to, you can't run into court and change it. So
Yes, ma'am.
cautious than not. Is that
That
okay with you?
that makes sense. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Since they are little and they haven't gotten to see him at all, I guess I am gonna change it. And I was gonna do 2013, but now you've convinced me I need to do more. So I'll do 26 visits. That would roughly work out to about a year, and it could be longer if he doesn't see them regularly. So it would be on you to keep track on a calendar, visit 1, visit 2, visit 3, until he reaches all of them. Or they get to a point where, they look safe and they're happy and you want to let them go, you can do that earlier.
Okay.
What else did I have with that? I think. And I don't have a problem with the step up unsupervised, but also indefinitely. At some point, if he's really involved in children's lives and he's made a good go at his own life and you're not worried about him or worried about him getting in criminal trouble again, then if you ever want to do overnights or weekends or a month in the summer, all this standard stuff that we're not putting in your order, you can always do that if you think the kids are old enough and he's stable enough from your perspective to allow that, you can do that. But I
Okay.
caution people that if you're going to do something different from the court order, that you put it in writing, just scribble it down or type it or whatever. You all both sign it and then you both keep copies, maybe 2 originals, or you keep the original, he gets the copy. Because if you ever have to call the police, because he said he'd return him on Sunday at 6 and then he's kept him for another week, then they're not gonna believe you because you don't have a court order to say that. And they'll have nothing in writing to confirm that. It'll be your story against his. So I do
Yes,
caution
ma'am.
people, if you're gonna do something different and the kids are little and you're worried about it, then write it down. Don't let the kids go without a written consent from you that says what days and when he's supposed to return the children, so that if he doesn't, you can quickly get help.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, then what else am I thinking? Fill in the blanks. I think that's just the surname change. You don't really want it, okay? And then you don't know where his family is, or where does he come from, another state, or is he from Texas?
His family lives in Marshall, Texas,
Okay,
but I don't know where he's going to be staying when he gets released.
okay, but you don't think he's leaving the state, do you? Or you don't know?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then anything else you think you need to tell the court about any of these issues, ma'am, before we wrap it up?
He does have a girlfriend with his youngest daughter's mom. They live in Oklahoma, but I don't. She says that he can't move up there, but I don't know. Like, I don't know what he's gonna do when he gets out.
Okay, he probably doesn't know either, so we can't possibly guess, but you're thinking he might go out of state, maybe with that family or that child, I don't know. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, if he leaves the state of Texas, generally speaking, I think the judges would consider that if he's no longer in Texas and he leaves, then you shouldn't be confined to Texas either. But
A moment of emotional truth reveals how distant this father really is from his role.
I'm wondering if I should confine you at all, since he hasn't been really active with the child or children. If he stays around, he can be involved, but if he picks up and moves, I don't know why I should restrict you here. So are you okay with that, Ms. McGuire?
Yes, ma'am.
You're not planning on picking up and moving just to deprive him of visits with his children?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then I'll consider all that. Anything else for the record from Ms. McGuire, Mr. C?
No, Your Honor.
Any other evidence or witnesses, sir?
No, no. Stay rest subject to a closing.
Then you may do so.
Yes, Your Honor. The only difference in requested relief would be on the retroactive amount.
Okay,
I've recalculated that based on the $1,500 direct pay credit that Ms. McGuire testified to, and changing the retro period to end in May of 2024. That gets me a finding of a total retro amount of $8,090.07. And then when we deduct 1,500, we get a total retro finding of $6,590.07, which I would request to be paid off at a rate of $85 a month.
and then there's no request for retroactive medical support or dental support.
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then having heard the evidence, I will grant a default against Mr. Tarver and render the order. And let me go through it so I know what's coming and you know what I heard or what I think I heard. So I'm starting with paternity establishment. I am finding that he will be the legal father with mother's testimony as to paternity facts. So paternity established, I'm not changing the children's surname. It'll remain McGuire. I will rebut the presumption of joint managing conservatorship and order that mother is the sole managing conservator and father is the possessory conservator. I'm not going to impose a geographic restriction on mother. On the issue of visitations, without repeating it, I will approve the 2 phases. However, the first phase I'll make 26 times, not 5 times. And then stepping up to phase 2, which will be indefinite or until further court orders of the court. So if y'all can work it out as time goes on and things get lots better between him and the kids, that's great. If you want to insist on these visits until the children turn 18 or graduate from high school, you have the right to do that under this order. However, if he can hire a lawyer or figures out how to get to court, he can try to modify it. The state is not something that they provide a service for. It's not something that this court hears, but people do file visitation modifications and can do that and go to other courts with that. So just be forewarned if he's established a good relationship and he wants more visits, maybe you can work it out. And if you can't, you can sit there and wait till he sues you. However, the right thing to do is to try to sort it out and work it out to where y'all don't have to sue each other. But again, you have a court order to support you if you don't want to do anything different than that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then visitation. I will impose the restriction on no drugs or alcohol 24 hours before and or during any visits, and the restriction on no firearms during visits or at any time that he has possession of children. And maybe you can follow it up with a statement, Mr. Asif, that is, should he own any firearms, it must be in secure, I don't know what you call it, but they must be secured so that children don't have access to them. If you can craft something along those lines. And then what else on that? Oh, since I don't know when he gets out and how long it's going to be before he starts to visit. I assume you want to know if he wants to visit. So would a week advance notice or more like 48 hours notice, or how much time do you need so that you can make sure you don't have other plans and that the children are available? And that because you're going to be supervising a bunch of them if he does do this.
Yes, ma'am.
7 days or 2 days or something else.
We can do 2 days.
48 hours advance notice.
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want notice by just texting you on your cell phone?
Yes, ma'am. That's fine.
Okay. I don't know if he has a number, but we get no non-disclosure that I'm gonna impose, then or not impose, then he'll have it from this court order, or he'll still have the same number, but if you change it, you need to let him know what it is so he can contact you. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
48 hours advance notice to text. There's something else I wanted to do. Oh, electronic communication, since you already started it and you know about it and you tried to do it, but they were real little, whether you do it by phone or FaceTime, any way you want to do it, if we allow it in the order at reasonable times and reasonable durations, y'all can figure it out. And so he can visit if he's not close by or he's in Oklahoma or somewhere else. He can
Yes,
It's
still
about trust, protection, and introducing a stranger who just happens to be their father.
Yes,
still
ma'am.
try to see the children. Then that'll be in the order too, for reasonable times and durations. And then there's an app that it's free, or at least that first level is free, that if you want to use it so it can communicate a little bit better or tell each other, talk things through better, and you can't talk on your own on the phone, and send even photos or invoices for medical bills or stuff like that. Would you want to have it or available to you, or you don't think you'll ever use it, or even if you do?
I'm not sure if he'll ever use it.
You want me to put it in there so you know how to find it and what it is in case y'all
Yes,
wanna
ma'am.
try it? Okay, then App Close. It's an app called App Close. And they'll add the link to that and all that. If you want to try it, I don't see a problem with it. But if he doesn't try, well then it's
Mhm.
there for when he's ready, or maybe never. If you can communicate with him, that'd be great. If this is the only way, well then you try and see if he responds. Okay, going to the financial issues. I will find that he's currently incarcerated, and and that he's being released July 20th, if I remember right, July 20, 2025. So I will grant the request for mother to continue the government mid program. Medical support of $57 starts August 1st after his release. Child support, I think you told me 248.15. Well, I'm not gonna do the 15 cents off. Is that what you said, or did that change with any of your calculations, Mr.? I'll see.
No, Your Honor. Guideline support is still the same.
Then I'm gonna do 248 even, starting also August 1st. based on minimum wage for 2 children, and then it goes down. Did you calculate the step down, or you'll do it for the order for me?
Oh, the step down? Yeah, I can put in the order for you, Your Honor.
Okay, we'll have a step down when if I know they're twins, but if one finishes school first or something, there might be child support for the remaining one if they're still entitled to it, even if they're after 18 and still in school. Okay, the retroactive, I will grant the request for retroactive child support judgment of $6,576 even, payable at $85 a month, also starting August 1st. And there'll be no judgments for any retroactive medical or dental. And then I will find that there's no need for the non-disclosures. And also I will waive court costs based on his recent incarceration. I think I covered everything. Mr. Asif, did you have anything else you think you need clarified?
No, Your Honor. Oh, just one thing. In your request, you've ordered that should Mr. Tarver own any firearms, they must be secured so
Mhm.
children have access to them. Do you mean that for just the periods of his possession and access?
I don't know what the law is. I'm not gonna go and impose on any of his other rights. So yes, I guess so. Just for any time periods that this child is in his possession.
Okay.
However, do I have to say he's allowed or he's not allowed to have anybody else with possessions around the child? I think I may need to say that if he's involved with firearms, or do you think he has friends or relatives that would bring firearms over if the child were there, ma'am? About
I'm
that?
not sure. I've never met any of his other family. I've only talked to his sister on the phone once.
Well, I can only order him, so yes, he shall
Yes.
have firearms secured during periods of possession, and he shall not allow anyone else around the children with firearms. Okay. Anything else, Mr. Jesse?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, then that'll be the order of the court by default, and I've rendered it, so that means it's my order. However, the state still has to draft it. They do send you a courtesy copy to review and sign off on. And if you see anything that you don't understand, or you see something that needs to be fixed, like some typo of some kind, then you call them and try to resolve it. If not, if you don't sign it a week from today, they'll be turning it in without your signature. So roughly by next Friday, I'll get it if you haven't signed it by Thursday. So consider this your priority homework. It's already Friday midday, so they may or may not have it out by 5, but start looking for it after 5. It may be for sure on Monday so that you can have a chance to review it. And
Yes,
hopefully
ma'am.
quicker that way. And if you review it and don't want to sign it for some reason, that's on you. This is my order, so I'll sign it and review it without you if necessary, okay?
Yes, ma'am. And is that by mail or email?
It's email.
Okay.
If you have an email address, we no longer do the mail. It's
Oh, okay.
quicker, it takes too long by mail. So we're trying to get the court order in the file. And then they try to
Okay.
send him, if they have an email address for him, he'll get the signed copy afterwards. So he should have it if he checks his emails. So do you have any other questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Then thank you. Then good luck to you.
Thank
But
you.
check your emails for this order and please try to sign
Yes,
it.
ma'am.
Okay, then you're excused, Ms. McGuire. All you have to do is click the end meeting button.
Okay. Thank you.
Final orders come down, support amounts, drug rules, firearm restrictions, and more. This is where law meets closure, and the judge locks in what parenting will look like from here.